Trust me, I did not want to make a video on this situation. Things arise, though, and it made it a completely valid thing to talk about, and it is one of the strangest things I have experienced yet in 2023. And that's saying something, considering AI exists and Elon Musk bought Twitter. But things are getting very weird with the Lil Tay situation that has been developing across the internet as of just yesterday. Also, excuse my hair being genuinely just insane today. I was almost hit by a car. That's a weird way to start the story, right? I'm going to go on a little tangent real quick, and then we're going to get into the Lil Tay stuff. Here's a timestamp of when this tangent ends. It's going to be like a minute. I was driving somewhere on the highway, right? And, in highway land. And a car that, you know how, like, lanes will keep going and there's a lane will end and merge into the next one? A car came from behind me into the lane that doesn't exist anymore and tried to get into my lane. And they had their middle finger out the window, like a whole, maybe half a mile behind me, just out the whole time. And they were laying on their horn. And then I let them in, because I'm a polite person who does YouTube videos and you should subscribe to. And then they just fly by with their horn still being laid on, and they're just middle finger out the window the whole way, down the whole road. And they actually take the same exit as me and keep their middle finger out the window, even then. And it, through the light. I don't know what they were on or what day they were having. They clearly were having a bad day, but that was something I had to experience today. Now, back to the Lil Tay thing. Before we dive deeper into this, let me give you a quick refresh on who Lil Tay is. Lil Tay is an influencer. This is her face. There she is. Who had gotten popular in the early 2018 time period, like Bad Barbie and Whoa Vicky, for kind of flexing cash online. That was their big thing. They would just flex how much money they had. And it was later revealed that Lil Tay, actually, her mom's a realtor. So all the different giant houses that she was flexing in all her videos were just empty houses no one's bought yet. So it was just silly, really. It wasn't exactly a harmful thing that she did. She was just flexing cash. It wasn't really a terrible thing, and it shot her to fame really, really fast. And she had moved to LA, which is when things got a little bad. She started hanging out with people like 6ix9ine and different rappers to try and fit her bad style. And there were videos of her as a 13, 14-year-old smoking. So it was really... things started to go downhill once her fame started to take off. And of course, this flexing of all the wealth that her mom supposedly had got her in trouble. After it was released that it was all the houses her mom was selling as a realtor, she lost her job. And adding on to that, it actually had recovered footage of her brother directing her off camera on what she was supposed to say and do in her videos. So a lot of people started to realize that the content that Lil Tay was making and posting online was not her own. And it wasn't really her personality that was running these accounts. It was her brother and her family. So things got started when an Instagram post released on Lil Tay's main account that said, "It is with a heavy heart that we share the devastating news of our beloved Claire's sudden and tragic passing. We have no words to express the unbearable loss and indescribable pain. This outcome is entirely unexpected and has left us all in shock. Her brother's passing adds even more unimaginable depth to our grief." So this is saying that both Lil Tay, by the name of Claire, and her brother had passed away, and the internet had no clue what to do with this information. We hadn't heard of Lil Tay since 2019, so this was a very strange thing to just come out of nowhere with. Now, I'm going to spoil the ending because I know this is a very, very deep topic. Someone's death is always tragic, especially someone who's a young child. She's not dead. It's been confirmed today that she is actually alive, and that is why I consider this an okay thing to cover in a video, and that is why I also think this is the strangest thing I've experienced so far. See, when this had first started, and when she had actually been announced to have died, supposedly, she had been currently in an ongoing legal battle against her father due to parental abuse. So already, things are very, very sus. Not in the Among Us style either. It is very strange. People immediately thought that the parents might have done something to harm her, considering the abuse thing, but that also has no information arising from it yet. Taking the time back a little bit to when the first announcement came out, the comments were immediately kind of reluctant to believe the situation. Some comments like, "Y'all not slick," and people saying it was her family who did it. I don't know why I have this image of her and her brother with 6ix9ine. I don't know why I had that up in a tab. Hi, Editor Evan here for a second. That's not 6ix9ine. That is Lil Pump. Sorry, I mixed up my rappers with rainbow hair. We have her YouTube bio says "help me," which is real, by the way. Her YouTube bio does say "help me" for some reason. I don't even know what that is. She calling for help through YouTube. And then people saying, "I'm not trying to be insensitive, but no post for 5 years, and her and her brother are gone. This doesn't feel right." And people saying, "It doesn't surprise me knowing how their parents are." So a lot of people are aware of the parent situation, and her just vanishing and then being announced dead was really, really weird for a lot of people across the internet all at once. But of course, things got weird really fast when people had discussed with the LAPD about this situation, and they were like, "We're not looking into this. What are you talking about?" And then it got even weirder when we asked the LAPD, do you have any death records or anything regarding a Lil Tay dying? No, there's nothing. They had nothing. There was no records or any proof of anyone dying there. So we're like, okay, now it's weird. This all happened yesterday. There was no announcement as to confirming if she was alive or dead until today. Hi, Editor Evan, yet again to pop in and clarify something. I'm recording this on the 10th of August, so you're watching this on probably the 11th of August because I'm recording this for the next post. So please ignore how dumb I am saying today and yesterday as if you guys actually have a concept of what today and yesterday is when I'm on the wrong day. But anyway, get back to this video. But then a new account named Termani came forward and posted this really long post saying, to be clear, I'm not dead. I don't have access to the Lil Tay Instagram account. My sister and I were winning our case. It was just a couple of days before we got it all back and her social media and come out of the truth. And me and Tay are not dead. We don't got access to the account. Our parents want us gone off the internet, but we will not go away. This is our new account for now. So that account is her brother's account. Supposedly. This is not fully confirmed, but they were saying they're not dead. And then Lil Tay came to TMZ today and told them this. I'm sorry to be using drama alert for this source, but she said, my Instagram account is compromised by a third party and used to spread jarring information and rumors regarding me, to the point that even my name was wrong. So her name isn't even Claire. And that is very, very fluent and, like, concise English for a 14-year-old child who spoke like this.
Lil Tay just copped a brand new Ferrari. Y'all haven't seen this car in your lives. I'm out here flexing and all y'all broke-ass haters. I got a $350,000 chain. Y'all haven't seen this in your lives. I'm richer than all y'all broke-ass haters. Y'all grown-ass...
I'm happy she's saying haters because I've seen sources and videos where she says the N-word. So, you know what? I consider this an improvement. Also, this image, these two images of Lil Tay are like the only images of Lil Tay that exist online. Watch me scroll. Why is it all... It's all like the same like 4 images of her. I don't know why this is the only sources we have of this 14-year-old girl who was 9 when things were really popular. Overall, though, I am very impressed with the way that Lil Tay is handling this. If this is Lil Tay being the one handling it, because this is a very intense situation. Faking someone's death, especially having someone else fake your death, is scary, and being a 13, 14-year-old dealing with this must be insane. Then again, it might be lawyers handling a lot of the really in-depth stuff. She might just be along for the ride, especially with the help of her brother, which I assume is helping her because he has been kind of like her manager for social media for this longest time. Although, something does not sit right with me about this. Something doesn't feel correct. See, the first thing that feels weird is the parents, right? They got her name wrong in the death threat. They are the supposed one that caused this because they're the one that the court case is happening around. That's what is the drama that preceded this current drama. So why would they get her name wrong in the death hoax? Why would that even be a thing that happens? Where did Claire come from? And also, what did they think? Did these goofballs think that if they were to fake her death that she wouldn't just reappear saying, wait, no, I'm not? Because they're dealing with a court case. This is the defendant in your court case. You can't just say, nah, they're not alive. I don't believe it. No, I'm looking at a ghost. Ah! That's not... It doesn't make any sense to me. And the other thing is, the manager apparently came forward and said they don't believe anything about the hacking. They think it's fake. And I swear to God, I swear, if this is a child, a 13, 14-year-old child, faking their own death purely for clout online, so we talk about her, first of all, I've fallen for it and made a video. You've fallen for it by watching my video and hitting subscribe and liking, please. Because charisma. Anyway, but I'm gonna be like a gorilla in a china shop. I'm not even be a bull. I'll be a gorilla. I'll be start breaking things. Why would she ever do this? Then again, there has been worse things that have happened in the recent years due to people trying to get clout. So this is gonna suck if it is that. But at the end of the day, maybe it's some trolls. Maybe some random ass trolls online. Really poor timing considering all the court case stuff. But who knows? Overall, though, I hope I covered everything that you guys needed to know. I hope you found this informative, and I hope you enjoyed, maybe, if there is some interesting content you got to consume here. I post every day, so if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, maybe, so you get this in your recommended more. I'd love to see you guys around in your recommended tab. I can wave hi from the thumbnail or something. But thank you for being here. And also, of course, for the song of the day, I actually want to do a bit of a strange one. I do an everyday song thing, for those of you unaware, and this one... Do you guys remember back in 2020 when Bo Burnham released a special called Inside, and he made comedy skits with a little bit of music, and it was really, really interesting? Well, there's one song that he actually never put in the original Inside track, and I really, really like it, and I think you should try and give it a listen. It's called The Future by Bo Burnham, and I'd recommend try it. Give it a little bit of listen. It's a bit silly and it's very short, but it's actually not bad. I like the way that he sings, and I like the words he puts in it. So, that's really all you have to enjoy with the song. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Stick around for more. Don't forget to share the video around. If you have a parent who's curious and doesn't know what's going on, you can use this to inform them. They'll know everything about Lil Tay. I could be your guy. And thank you guys for sticking around. And have a great night. And as always, adios, arrivederci, goodbye, good night, and let's hope for the best in this situation.